Do you care about your community? Do you care if your local businesses survive? Well, you might be shocked to hear what is really happening. Let's take a look. Hi, I'm Nick Bello. Many of you know me as the Shop Local guy from the Shop Local Network. Since 2014, we've been working hard to raise awareness of the importance of shopping local. In 2019, there were roughly 30.7 million small businesses in the United States. According to the Small Business Administration, that accounts for 99.9% of all businesses in the U.S. Small businesses are closing at a record rate, and nobody's fighting for them. Well, guess what? We better start fighting for them, or everything we know is about to change. 70% of small businesses worry about financial hardship due to prolonged closure. 58% of small businesses worry about permanent closure. That's nearly 18 million small businesses that are on the verge of permanently closing. According to the Small Business Administration, 59.9 million Americans are employed by small businesses. That's roughly 47.3% of all employees in the United States. With these closures, we're looking at somewhere around 34.8 million displaced U.S. workers. Closures on such an immense scale could devastate the country's economic growth. When small businesses close en masse, an entire sector of the economy suffers. Cash flow becomes less, there is higher debt, and more unemployment. These businesses are such an important source of jobs, and losing them now is going to make things far worse. Nearly 16,000 restaurants have already permanently closed. In the San Francisco metro area, over 2,000 businesses have already closed. Over 14,000 small businesses in California do not plan to reopen again. In Texas, already over 6,500 businesses have permanently closed. More than 2,800 businesses in New York City have permanently closed since March 1st. Projections show roughly 1/3 of the city's 240,000 small businesses may never reopen. In what was supposed to be a lifeline for small businesses, the Small Business Administration initially made $349 billion available to small businesses. $600 million of that was snapped up by large corporations, including some corporations that were worth over $100 million. Small businesses are the heartbeat of our communities. They sponsor sports teams, host community events, spark innovation, and create jobs. Small businesses used to define America's economy, but with the pandemic, all that could change forever. Small businesses make up our cities and towns across the country. Since nobody's fighting for them, it's up to us to save our communities. We can be a change. We can make a difference. If everybody in the United States over the age of 18 shifted just $20 of their monthly spending back to locally owned and operated businesses, it would generate over $45 billion back to the local economy. That's making a difference. Will you join us in the fight to save our local businesses? Next time you see a business, don't just see a storefront. See your friends who put their heart and soul into it. See your neighbors who depend on their business to feed their families. See your peers who have created jobs for others. See the difference between your community thriving and your community disappearing. Make the decision to give back to those that have given so much to your community. I will never understand why it was okay to buy shoes from a big box store, but not from a local shoe store. I will never understand why it was okay to buy flowers from a big box store, but not a local florist. I will never understand why we are forcing failure upon our locally owned and operated businesses while allowing these retail giants to generate billions. What I can tell you is that we can't stand by and watch it happen without a fight. Small business owners, we will fight for you. Who else is ready to save your favorite coffee shops, retail shops, and restaurants? We can save our communities together. Join the cause by sharing this video to help us get the word out. And as always, shop local.